Roebuck, South Carolina, is a quaint, unincorporated community nestled in Spartanburg County in the northwestern part of the state, often referred to as the Upstate. Located just a few miles south of the city of Spartanburg, Roebuck offers a quiet and rural atmosphere, making it an attractive place for those seeking a slower pace of life, while still maintaining close access to urban amenities. The community itself is rich in southern charm, with tree-lined roads, expansive farmland, and clusters of residential neighborhoods that blend modern living with rural traditions. It's a place where you'll find families who have lived in the area for generations, alongside newcomers drawn to its quiet appeal. The landscape is dotted with small businesses, local churches, and community centers that foster a tight-knit, neighborly environment. One of Roebuck's most famous landmarks is the Walnut Grove Plantation, a significant historical site that dates back to 1765. The plantation offers a glimpse into South Carolina's colonial past and played a role during the American Revolutionary War. Visitors can tour the plantation home, the surrounding grounds, and the cemetery where many early settlers are buried, offering a tangible connection to the region's history. The site hosts reenactments and educational programs that make it a cultural focal point for history enthusiasts. Roebuck benefits from its proximity to Spartanburg, a larger city known for its vibrant arts scene, colleges, and medical centers. Spartanburg provides residents of Roebuck with access to more urban amenities, such as shopping, dining, and entertainment, without the hustle and bustle of living in a city. Roebuck is also located near several major highways, making it convenient for commuting to nearby cities like Greenville or Charlotte. For outdoor enthusiasts, the surrounding areas offer opportunities for hiking, fishing, and exploring nature in nearby state parks and recreational areas. The upstate region of South Carolina is known for its rolling hills and beautiful landscapes, and Roebuck is no exception, providing scenic views and a peaceful environment. In summary, Roebuck is a small, yet vibrant community that offers a unique blend of historical significance, rural charm, and access to larger metropolitan areas. Its laid-back, family-oriented environment and rich local history make it an appealing place to live for those who enjoy southern hospitality and a slower, more relaxed way of life. This is where our story takes us. Dana Satterfield was a 27-year-old hairdresser and mother of two, living in Roebuck, South Carolina. She owned and operated a beauty salon called Dana's Hair Studio in her small community. Known as a friendly and well-liked individual, Dana had no known enemies, making the tragic event that followed all the more shocking. On the evening of July 31st, 1995, after closing her salon and preparing to head home, Dana was violently attacked inside her own shop. Early the next morning, a customer discovered her in the back room of the salon. The incident was brutal, and her passing sent shockwaves through the community. Her tragic death left the community gripped by fear, and the investigation that followed became a long and challenging journey for both local law enforcement and her grieving family. In the immediate aftermath, investigators gathered as much evidence as they could from the scene. There were no immediate suspects, and no one had witnessed the attack. The investigation was complex, with leads pointing in various directions, but no strong suspects emerging early on. Law enforcement interviewed several people, including Dana's estranged husband, local men who had visited the salon, and anyone who may have had contact with her that day. Her estranged husband, initially questioned due to their separation, was soon cleared after confirming his alibi. The crime scene yielded some forensic evidence, including a partial palm print and other traces left behind by the perpetrator. However, in 1995, forensic testing was still in its early stages, and investigators lacked the technology to immediately solve the case. Despite their best efforts, the case eventually grew cold as months turned into years. Dana's family held out hope that justice would eventually be served, but as time passed, the trail seemed to grow colder. Nearly a decade later, in 2005, advancements in forensic technology provided a breakthrough. Investigators revisited the case, reanalyzing the evidence collected at the scene. By then, forensic science had advanced significantly, and databases like CODIS, Combined DNA Index System, had become more comprehensive. When investigators submitted their results to CODIS, they finally received a match. The evidence pointed to Jonathan Vick, a local teenager who was 16 years old at the time of the incident. Vick had a criminal history, but he had largely gone unnoticed during the original investigation due to his age and lack of any apparent connection to Dana. Though he had been convicted of minor offences in the years since, nothing about his past had initially linked him to the event in 1995. At the time of Dana's death, he lived near her salon and was familiar with the area. This breakthrough in technology finally gave Dana's family the hope they had been waiting for, offering a path toward justice after years of waiting. With the DNA match in hand, investigators arrested Jonathan Vick in 2005. By this time, Vick was in his mid-20s, and he had moved on with his life, likely believing he had escaped accountability for his actions. Once arrested, Vick initially denied any involvement in the case.
I love my wife and daughter. That's all that matters.
But the substantial DNA evidence clearly placed him at the scene. During the trial, it was revealed that Vick had been to Dana's salon on the night of her death. Investigators believed that he attacked her after hours, committing violent acts before leaving the scene. The DNA evidence was the crucial piece of the case, directly linking Vick to the crime and playing a significant role in his conviction. Testimonies also indicated that Vick had made unsettling comments in the years following the incident, hinting at his involvement. In 2006, Jonathan Vick was convicted of first-degree murder and other related charges more than a decade after Dana's passing. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, finally providing justice for Dana Satterfield and closure to her family.
Dana's murderer is still free, and I'm going to prison. She did not get justice today.
This case underscored the pivotal role of DNA technology in solving cold cases, particularly in situations where the evidence had been collected but could not be fully analysed until scientific advancements caught up. Dana Satterfield's death had a profound impact on her community, but her case is also a powerful reminder of the potential of forensic science to provide answers and justice, even after many years. The dedication of her family and law enforcement, combined with advancements in DNA analysis, ensured that Dana's case would not go unsolved forever. This story has since been recognized as a key example of how breakthroughs in forensic technology can help solve cold cases and bring long-awaited closure to victims and their families.